Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Please forgive me for the lateness of this video. We were having some technical difficulties trying to just upload the video and get online, so it was not that easy to do this morning, but I'm grateful that we have the opportunity to come live and to be a part of your Sunday. You all have no idea how much this means to me. And I know that I say that every week. Good morning, Life by L. But yes, I'm steady trying to upload the video or get the video uploaded so we can go live, and it just wouldn't do it. So eventually we got it, and hopefully it's bright enough to where you all can see it. But I'm so grateful. Good morning, Cookie with a K. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Sharon Mitchell. Good morning. Good morning. Love and light, everybody. Love and light. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I hope that you all can see me well. I know that the lighting, usually we use a lot of the light from the outside to make sure that it's bright enough, but it's raining again. Good morning, Kendall Murray. Good morning, everyone. Listen, I love every last single one of you. I hope you all have had an amazing week. This week was a little challenging for me. I was dealing with a lot of cold congestion this week, but eventually I got it fixed. I got it all right. I'm doing a lot better than what I was, but I'm actually feeling great, and I'm so grateful for that. Thank you all for joining me from wherever you are. I'm excited about what we're going to talk about today, and I hope that you all chime in. I hope that you all say some things and participate, because I just feel like 2018 was such a powerful year, and it was such a life-changing year. And so I believe that whenever you have moments that are life-changing, and whenever you have moments that are powerful or empowering, it's only because it's preparing you for something greater, and for something bigger, and for something brighter, and for something more amazing, and for something outstanding. And so I'm just grateful. Good morning, Chris H. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I'm just grateful that I was able to experience 2018. Good morning, Barbara Hyman. Good morning. Good morning. Love her. I am just grateful that I was able to just experience 2018 the way that I did. I'm so grateful for that, and I will not ever take it for granted in any kind of way. Good morning. Oh, you're right. Good morning. Good morning. It feels so good to be back here again on this Sunday with Love and Light. So I want to talk about preparing for 2019. And the only way to fully prepare for 2019 is to make sure that you have learned the lessons from 2018. On next week, I will be talking about what 2018 taught me. But right now, I want to talk about preparing for 2019, because without a vision, the people perish. And I believe that everybody should have goals, dreams, and aspirations, things that you want to accomplish, things that you want to complete, things that you want to get done in 2019. And yes, 2018 may have come with its bumps in the roads. It may have come and seemed like a little setback, and it may have come and seemed like, hey, good morning. Good morning, Faith. Yes. No, good morning, Faith. How you doing, baby? And no, I think sometimes we so many times look at challenges as something bad. But the truth of the matter is that in every stage of life, it's going to prepare you for something greater and something better. And so you have to have a plan for 2019 based on what you learned in 2018. All right. So I just want to make sure that we talk about that. I want to make sure that we connect on that. And I want to make sure that that is our focus on today, preparing for 2019. And how do you prepare for 2019? One of the things that I was blessed to do in 2018 was work a lot of jobs. I shouldn't say a lot of jobs, but I worked multiple jobs. And on one of my jobs where I work a lot outside. And while I was outside, the universe just began to speak to me concerning what 2019 should look like for me, what my destiny is. And I will say this. Over the past 8 months, I have been in such a place of transition. Has anybody else been experiencing transition like that? I have been experiencing so much transition. And when I say transition, I'm talking about going from here to there, to here, to there, to there, to here, to there, then up, then back, then over, then through. I mean, it's just always been something. I've experienced so much a transition. And one of the things that God has been speaking to me a lot is me disconnecting from religion. And listen, if you are watching this video, please thumbs up this video. I just think that it's so important when you thumbs up and we have your support like that. But it's like God has been breaking me, hey Sharon Hall, breaking me away from tradition and from religious tradition. And for me, that is extremely difficult because my whole life has been built in church. Even when I'm doing Love and Light, sometimes I will get into a preacher mode because that is what I know and that is what is most comfortable to me. And I feel like the universe is challenging me to move beyond my tradition, to step into the role of a teacher, a guide, a spiritual empowerer, somebody who is in a mentorship position. Now, I'm already doing that on my daily basis, but many times when I start to feel the universe or spirit flow through me, one of the first things that I do, I go and I start to grab my religious traditions and I want to mesh them together. And not that there's anything wrong with that and not that it's not good to do. For some people that works. But what God has been speaking to me was that he's trying to change even my delivery. God is trying to change because remember, God is male or female. She's trying to change my delivery, my presentation because of the people that are being prepared to connect with me through Love and Light, through this YouTube channel, through what I am called to do, because not everybody comes from a church background. Not everybody comes from a religious background. So many times it may be hard to relate to me if I don't speak in a way or present myself in a way that is understandable by all. Not that anything that I've done was wrong, not that the way that I operate was not the best, but I just believe that there is greater in store for me. So I have to learn how to understand that transition comes so that we can go to the next level. And when you don't transition, you find yourself stuck. And many times in transitional times, we become so discouraged because it seems like everything is changing. And the truth is, everything is changing. When you're in transition, you don't do what you normally do. And when you transition, it's not the same way that it used to be. When you transition, you're moving into, unfamiliar territory. So it doesn't seem normal, and it sometimes causes fear because you're like, how in the world am I supposed to sing or operate when I'm in a strange place? How am I supposed to move forward without knowing what is next? Because many times when we stick with what we're used to, we know what steps to take. We know how to navigate. We know which way we're supposed to go. We know how we're supposed to handle things. But when the universe calls you into transition and out of tradition, it makes it very difficult because you really don't know what's beyond the open door. But what I've learned is that there are always major breakthroughs and great blessings in our transition. So if you're in a place where you're transitioning now, and first you lived like this, now you're living like this, and now you're living like that, and now you're living right here, and now you're living here, and now you're up there. And I'm talking about in all areas of life, whether that is your love life, whether that is your business life, whether that is your spiritual life, whether that is your physical life, it does not matter. If you are in a place of transition, this is a time to celebrate. This is a time to get excited. I know it's easier to focus on the fear and we don't know what is to come and what's going to happen next and how is this going to be, or I'm not used to functioning or operating like this. It is so much easier to focus on those type of feelings and emotions. But I want us to focus on the celebration of the new, because you have to understand that whatever we pray for, the universe is designed to bring it to us. But the only way that the universe can bring it to us is to bring it through us. And the universe brings it through us through transition. So one day we're like this, and then the next day we're like this. One day we're like this, and the next day we're like this. It's because of the simple fact that we are in the middle of transition. Now, if you're not aware of what's going on in your life, you'll be like, oh my God, what's happening? Why does it seem like everything is going crazy? Why does it seem like nothing is making sense? It's only that way so that you can be prepared for the stuff that you prayed for. You can't be upset by the things that are going on in your life when life is only preparing you for what you asked for. If you ask to make more money, then life is going to prepare you to make more money. And the process of the preparation does not always feel good. The process of the preparation does not always feel good. And see, whenever we think of the universe, we think of God, and we think of love, and we think of light, and we think of good feels. But not all transition and preparation feels good. Sometimes it's scary. Sometimes it's burdensome. Sometimes it's a lot of work you have to do. Sometimes there's not enough rest that you receive. There's so many different emotions and feelings that come along with being prepared for your greater. And the reason why I wanted to do this video is because I don't want us to get discouraged these last 2 weeks of 2018 while the universe is preparing us for 2019. If you are going to do great things in 2019, and when I say great, I'm talking about great in the eyes of what the universe has for you. If you're going to do great things in 2019, then you're going to have to be prepared. And that's what 2018 was really all about. It was about preparing us. It was about showing us our mistakes. It was about showing us those areas of our lives where we need to improve and get better and become stronger. Those areas that we need to work on. We were challenged in many areas, and we were taken out of our comfort zones so many times. And that is because the universe is preparing us for 2019. Now, believe me, don't get it wrong, because 2020 is going to be an outstanding year as well. So there will be some transition and some preparation in 2019. But if you're going to be prepared for whatever 2019 is going to bring, then you have to allow yourself to be in the middle of transition, knowing that you are right where you're supposed to be. You're not off track. You're not crazy. You're not messed up. You're not in a bad place. You are in transition. And I want you to know that when you are in transition, you are in a safe place. You are in a powerful place. You are in an open place. You are in a strong place. And I know you may not feel strong. And I know it may not seem like it feels good, but I promise you that everything you need is in the transition. So many times we celebrate once we get the thing that we prayed for, but that's not the time to celebrate. The celebration should actually happen while you're in the process. While you're in the process of whatever you're going through, while you're in the process of experiencing the transition, that is the time to celebrate. This is the reason why you got to be careful who you're connected to while you're in your preparation and transitional process, because people from the outside will judge it and say, oh my God, what did you do? That is not God. And oh my Lord, you just made all kind of mistakes. You done all kind of crazy stuff. That's how people will judge it. it. But one thing I know for sure, beyond a shadow of a doubt, if you get you some people that can see sight beyond what they see and they understand where you're going, they will learn and they will help you learn how to rejoice in your transitional times and your preparation times, knowing that greater is coming for you. When I tell you greater is coming for you in ways that you can't imagine, greater is coming for you in ways that you could not have even fathomed in your mind. But in order for you to be able to experience that greater, you're going to have to go through a time of transition. It's not going to be easy. And I'm just being honest. It's not going to always feel good, but at the end of the thing, it's going to be worth it. This is the reason why one of the things that 2018 was here to teach us was about our connections. Who are you connected to? Who's in your corner? Who's in your circle? Who's in your life? Who are you really close with? Because those are going to be the energies that influence you while you're in your time of preparation. And the last thing you need while you're in your time of preparation are people who are connected to you that don't understand what the hell is going on. They need to know, people need to be in your life that know how to celebrate you and see your growth even when it looks like you're not growing. You need people in your life to see you rich when you could not pay a bill. You need people in your life that can see you healthy even when it seems like you are sick as a dog. You need people in your life that can see you happy when it seems like depression is hitting you from every side. You need people in your life that can see you booed up when you lonely as hell. I'm trying to tell you, those are the kind of people that you need in your life, because so much greatness is getting ready to hit your life. And the only way that you will be able to receive it is if you are prepared for it. So in preparation, you now have to start cleaning out your life. Number one, you have to start cleaning out your life. You have to start looking at people that belong and people that don't belong. People, and it doesn't have to be a nasty thing. I don't understand why every time when it's time for separation, things have to always be nasty. They don't have to be nasty. I'm going to tell you why most of the breakups or most of the separations between us and others are so nasty, is because we don't separate when we're supposed to. Every single bad breakup I have ever had came as a result of me staying in that relationship too long. I should have left or could have left when the universe first told me, and things would have been peaceful and things would have been kind and things would have been loving and wonderful. But no, I allowed my emotions to lead me instead of following my spirit. This is why it's important that you understand that every breakup or every separation does not have to be nasty. It can be, listen, you're getting ready to go to the left, I'm getting ready to go to the right. Listen, I love you with my whole heart. I celebrate you. I receive what's going on for you. I'm excited about you. I know that great things are coming for you. I see big things coming, but I understand that you're going one way and I'm going another. If you need me, reach out to me. But in the meantime, I wish you the best. There is nothing wrong with separating from a person in peace. There's nothing wrong with transitioning away from a person in peace. It doesn't have to be dramatic. Matter of fact, we should work hard to remove that type of energy out of our lives so that we can be prepared to go to the next level of our journey and our excitement. I'm trying to tell you, there are great things coming for you, and it's hard to be excited about your new when you are still dealing with negative energy from your old. So number one, you got to realize who should be a part of your life and who should not. Number two, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about this next week, but I want to make sure that I say this today. Number two, you have to learn from your mistakes. So I was outside working at one of my jobs, and while I was working, the universe and God just gave me the theme for my life for 2019. And that theme is turning mistakes into miracles. That is my theme. Now, I don't know what your theme is, but for Michael Hurd and for Michael Willis Hurd and Love and Light TV, that is our theme. Turning mistakes into miracles. I will not be ashamed of my mistakes. I will not be ashamed of the things that I've done that I should not have done because it was a part of my journey. I will not look back and regret. I will not. Now, I'm not happy about some of the things that I've done, and I'm not celebrating some of the things that I've done, but I'm celebrating the lessons that I learned. So 2019 is the year of turning mistakes into miracles. And I'm going to turn every mistake into a miracle. I promise you, a miracle is an unexpected happening, because when you have the power to acknowledge your mistakes, you have the power to make miracles. When you have the power to notice those areas where you messed up without blaming anybody else, without throwing anybody else under the bus, without shifting the blame on somebody else or another situation, but looking at yourself and seeing yourself and seeing those areas where you struggle and seeing those areas where you did not do your best and seeing those areas and receiving truth from people who the universe sends to show you exactly who you are. I promise you, then you are going to be prepared to start making miracles. So for 2019, my theme is, Love and Light's theme is turning mistakes into miracles. And we have the ability to do it through the power of love. We have the ability to do it through the power of love. And I want you to understand that we are moving forward and not remaining behind us. Now, number one, you got to learn who should be in your life. Two, you got to learn from your mistakes. And number three, sometimes you got to learn how to walk alone. It's not always going to be easy, and you can be booed up and still have to walk alone. While everybody else is doing one thing, you got to be working on your thing. While everybody else is being popular, you're going to have to learn how to be set in the background for a moment. Why? Because it's during that preparation time that the universe is preparing you for what is to come. Not everybody is going to understand consciousness. Not everybody is going to understand spirituality. And the universe will allow you to continue to speak, and it looks like nobody's listening. It looks like nobody is taking it in. It looks like nobody is hearing you, because so much of the world is so personality driven and is driven by sex, and is driven by money and super talent. And it may seem like you don't have any of those things, but what I know beyond a shadow of a doubt is that you have to be okay with walking alone in your time of preparation. I guarantee your season of shining is going to come. I guarantee your season of being great and known is going to come. I guarantee you're not going to leave this earth without making sure that you fulfill everything that you are supposed to do. And I promise you that the things that you thought you missed, you did not miss. You just weren't prepared for them at that particular time. And so now greater is coming. So those are the three things that we're going to use in order to prepare for 2019. We're going to watch our connections. We're going to learn from our mistakes, and we're going to be comfortable walking alone, because I know that as we move forward, we're going to see greater